It's getting cold on your side of the bed, and I'm still replaying every word that we said. I'm haunting this house like a ghost in the hall, staring at the empty space where your picture used to hang on the wall. I reach for my phone just to tell you a joke, then I remember the silence is the only thing I broke. So how do I say goodbye to the half of my soul? How do I walk when I've lost all control? You're the ink in my veins, you're the air in my chest. Now I'm just a heart that's failed every test. I know how to weep and I know how to lie, but tell me, my love, how do I say goodbye? Your favorite coat in the back of the car. It's funny how the closest things feel so incredibly far. The scent of your perfume is fading away, and I'm begging the sun not to start a new day, because a new day means moving a step from your side, and I'm not quite ready for this funeral tide. Do I whisper check to the moon in the sky? Do I scream in its shadows and ask them all why? Is it a door that I slam, or a candlelight, or just learning to sleep through the rest of my life? How do I say goodbye to the half of my soul? How do I walk when I've lost all control? You're the ink in my veins, you're the air in my chest. Now I'm just a heart that's failed every test. I know how to weep and I know how to lie, but tell me, my love, how do I say goodbye? The stars are all dim and the tea is gone cold. I'm holding on to stories that will never be told. I'll just stay here a while where the memories lie, 'cause I still don't know how. No, I don't know how. I'm walking through rooms where the floorboards still groan with the weight of a shadow I used to call home. The mirror is empty, the glass is gone cold, like a story that ended before it was told. I reach for the door, but my hand passes through, clock on the mantle is frozen in time. At the moment you whispered you couldn't be mine. I'm a flicker of static, a glitch in the hall, trying to scream, but I've no voice at all. The world is in color, but I'm only gray, fading a little bit more every day. I'm just a ghost without light to guide me back, drifting in circles through the velvet and black. You were my sun, the glow in my chest. Now I'm a spirit who can't find his rest. No warmth in the morning, no stars in the night, just a hollowed out soul, a ghost without light. I sit at the table and watch you drink tea, and it kills me to know that you can't even see the way that I'm reaching to brush back your hair, to tell you I'm sorry, to tell you I'm there, but you look right through me. the candle, let the room dim. I'll fade like a prayer or a forgotten hymn. I'm letting you go. I'm slipping away into the dark where the lonely things stay. No more light, just the night. Porch when you're swaying on a rusted out chain, while the sky turns the color of old window panes. I'm watching the gold bleed out into the blue, and it feels like the slow, quiet exit of you. You're sitting beside me, but you're miles away, in the cracks of the things that we both couldn't say. The heat of the summer is starting to chill as the light disappears behind the edge of the hill. There's a panic in the beauty, a ghost in the glow, knowing the best parts are the first ones to go. I'm holding your hand, but I'm holding my breath, watching the day meet its beautiful death. And we're afraid of fading before the sunset into the things that we haven't lost yet. The shadows are stretching, reaching for us, turning our diamond dreams back into dust. Why does the light have to look its most bright right before it surrenders and gives up the fight? I'm losing your heart in the orange and red, fading before the last word is said. Your silhouette's blurring against the dark pines, like a pencil sketch lost in a tangle of lines. I try to remember the way that you glowed before we got stuck on this long broken road. But the embers are dying, a violet is deep, and the secrets of us are getting harder to keep. You're a masterpiece melting a frame out of focus, and I'm just a witness to this hocus pocus. Stay for a minute, just stay for a spark, before we are swallowed by the teeth of the dark. If I could just freeze this, the fire, the fall, maybe I wouldn't feel nothing at all. But the clock is a thief and the horizon is wide, and there's nowhere for two broken people to hide. Beginning to needle the black, and there isn't a lantern to lead us both back. It's gone now. The glow on the grass, like breath on a mirror, sand in a glass, just a silhouette. Then a regret, fading, fading before the sun set. The wig is short and the wax is black on the promises that we can't take back. I'm sitting on the porch in the shivering air, running my fingers through the ghost of your hair. The sky is a bruise of purple and gray, watching the light of us wither away. You said our love was written in the stars, but tonight they're just cinders and cold, jagged scars. I'm holding a match to the maps that we drew, to the someday and always and only with you. It's a beautiful fire, it's a terrible glow, watching the only world I ever did know. Go up in smoke like burning moonlight, turn into ash in the middle of the night. You were the silver, the glow in the dark. Now I'm just standing here catching a spark. It's freezing and frantic, it's lonely and bright, to watch all our memories catching on light. Everything's glowing, everything's gone. How do I carry this fire till dawn? The shadows are dancing, the slow, cruel waltz over the cracks and the hidden away faults. The letters you sent are just fuel for the heat, while the frost of your absence settles deep in my feet. I thought the moon was a permanent thing, not a paper-thin heart on a kerosene string. Now the backyard is glowing with all that we lost, calculating the flame and the heavy high cost. The things are collapsing, the silver is charred. I didn't know healing could be this damn hard. It's not just a flame, it's a funeral pyre for the boy and the girl who got caught in the wire. Let it burn, let it bleed, let it turn into dust. If this is the end of forever, and trust. Go up in smoke like burning moonlight, turn into ash in the middle of the night. You were the silver, the glow in the dark. Now I'm just standing here catching a spark. It's freezing and frantic, it's lonely and bright, to watch all our memories catching on light. Everything's glowing, everything's gone. How do I carry this fire till dawn? The moon is a coal in a blackened out sky, and I'm just the smoke that gets stuck in your eye. Just a flicker, then a fade. In the wreckage of the plans we made, burning moonlight, watching it die. Birds are humming a low, lonely tune, filtering through the cracks of this empty room. I've put away the dishes, I've locked every door, but I still find your shadow across the hardwood floor. I'm checking the windows to keep out the cold, but I can't stop the winter from taking a hold of the space in the sheets where you used to sleep, and the promises made that we couldn't quite keep. The silence is heavy, a weight on my chest as the sun settles down in the dark of the west. It's the hardest part of the long weary day, when the noise of the world finally fades away. And before I close my eyes, I reach for your hand, like a traveler lost in a desert of sand. I play back the tapes of the way that we were before every memory started to blur. I ask the darkness to tell me a lie, to tell me you never said help or goodbye. Before I close my eyes, I try to imagine a world where you stay, where the colors of us didn't flicker and fade. I rehearse the things that I should have said then, forever became never again. My eyelids are light, but my heart is a spark, afraid of the dreams waiting there in the dark. Because dreaming of you is a beautiful pain. Then I wake up to find that I'm lonely again. Is there a place where the broken are whole, where the light of the morning can reach to the soul? Until I find it, I'm stuck in this place, is searching the blackness for one trace of your face. Just one more minute, just one more breath before I surrender to this little death. And before I close my eyes, I reach for your hand, like a traveler lost in a desert of sand. The engine's humming low out in the dry. A lonely sound that eats a man alive. Your bags are lying like soldiers by the door. I guess we don't live here together anymore. The hallway light is flickering and dim, and I can feel the shadows closing in. I know the words are gone, the ink is dry, and there's no use in asking where or why. But before you turn that key and slip away, before the us becomes a yesterday, just for a second let the world stand still, even if it's just against your will. Kiss me before you go, like you still mean it, before this love is a ghost and we've both seen it. Leave a little taste of the fire on my lips before the whole horizon finally slips. Make me forget for a heartbeat or two that I'm losing the only thing I knew. Don't say a word, just let the silence flow, and kiss me one last time before you go. Your coat is on, you're looking at your watch, while I'm hanging on to hope I shouldn't clutch. The air between us is a frozen lake. One more move is all it's gonna take to break. I wanna memorize the way you breathe but I can still feel the ghost of you. One last time before you go. I'm staring at the ceiling in the middle of the day, trying to find the words that I forgot to say. The TV's on for background, but the room is deathly still. I'm waiting for a phone call that I know you'll never fill. I've got your old sweatshirt, it's losing all its scent, just like all the promises of where I forever went. The world is moving fast outside, a blur of neon lights, but I'm stuck in the shadows of 1,000 lonely nights. And maybe I'm the one to blame for building up these walls, waiting for a ghost to wander through these empty halls. I'm surrounded by people, but I've never felt so far, like a tiny piece of dust beneath a cold and distant star. Everybody knows my name, but nobody knows my heart. They see the finished picture, not the way I fell apart. I'm lonely, yeah I'm lonely, in a house built out of gold, with a story in my chest that's never been quite told. It's a hollow kind of aching, it's a quiet kind of scream. I'm the only one awake inside this broken-hearted dream. I'm lonely, and it's killing me to be this free. Benny's playing chords that sound like rain against the glass, watching all the moments that I let so easily pass. I traded in the simple things for a crown that's made of ice. Now I'm paying every second for the heavy, hollow price. Do you think of me at all when the city goes to sleep? Or am I just a secret that you didn't want to keep? I've got everything I wanted, or at least that's what they say, but I give it all to hear you call me baby just today. Is there a map back to the start? Back to the beating of a normal heart, before the fame, before the fear, before I drowned in every single tear. I'm just a boy girl standing in the dark, looking for a match to find a single spark. Everybody knows my name, but nobody knows my heart. They see the finished picture, not the way I fell apart. I'm lonely, yeah I'm lonely. So lonely, yeah, I'm so lonely. Just me and the ghost of you. In 2035, I'm still missing you. Lonely. The party's getting louder in the room downstairs, but I'm sitting in the dark counting gray hairs. I've got 1,000 contacts saved in this phone, but not a single soul to call my own. I'm wearing the jewelry you bought back in May, just to feel a little weight of what's been stripped away. The city's got a million lights, a million beating hearts, but mine is just a puzzle missing all the vital parts. I'm a ghost at the table, I'm a glitch in the scene, caught in the static of a glowing blue screen. They say it's a small world, they say we're all tied, so why does it feel like I've got nowhere to hide? And I've never felt so alone, even in a crowd. I'm screaming your name, but it isn't out loud. I'm a ship in the night with no shore in my sight, just a shadow that's lost every ounce of its light. I could be on a stage, I could be on the moon, and I'd still be out of sync, I'd still be out of tune. Yeah, I've never felt so alone since you stopped being home. It's December 23rd and the snow's falling slow, but the cold inside my chest is the only thing I know. I see couples in the window, I see laughter in the park, and it feels like a match being struck in the dark. I try to find the me that existed before, the one who didn't keep his eyes glued to the floor. But the air is too thin and the ceiling's too high, and I'm tired of telling the world I'm just fine. Is there a frequency I'm missing? A heartbeat that I should be kissing? Or is this just the price of a love that went sour? The taste of the ashes left in my mouth. I'm drifting, I'm sinking, I'm fading to gray, watching the rest of the world walk away. And I've never felt so alone, even in a crowd. I'm screaming your name, but it isn't out loud. I'm a ship in the night with no shore in my sight, just a shadow that's lost every ounce of its light. I could be on a stage, I could be on the moon, and I'd still be out of sync, I'd still be out of tune. Yeah, I've never felt so alone since you stopped being home. The music is fading, the guests are all gone, and I'm still just waiting for some kind of dawn. So alone, so incredibly alone, just the echo of your voice and a heart made of stone. Never been so the daisies, the nettles and weeds, to crown a heart that silently bleeds. The velvet of moss and the weight of my gown are the only things left that won't let me down. The willow is weeping, her arms reaching low to catch all the secrets that I couldn't show. They told me that love was a kingdom to keep, but the walls were too high and the water's too deep. One step for the promise, one step for the lie, and one final breath for a quiet goodbye. Oh, the water is cold, but it feels like a bed for the heavy soul words that I never quite said. Let the current take hold of the grief and the grace as the ripples erase every lines of my face. Was I driven to madness or driven to rest? With a handful of flowers held tight to my chest in the garden of shadows where the bluebells all break. This is the fate that I'm choosing to take. The mud and the rushes, they pull at my hair like fingers of ghosts that were never quite there. I'm drifting away from the shore of your name, where the spark of our summer is drowned in the rain. No more of your letters, no more of your steel, just the numbness of waves is all I can feel. I'm a portrait of sorrow, a lady of lace, floating away to a hollower place. Don't weep at the bank when the morning light wakes for the girl who's broken by all her mistakes. I'm lighter than air, I'm as soft as the foam. Finally, finally finding my home. Oh, the water is cold, but it feels like a bed for the heavy soul words that I never quite said. Let the current take hold of the grief and the grace as the ripples erase every lines of my face. Was I driven to madness or driven to rest? With a handful of flowers held tight to my chest in the garden of shadows where the bluebells all break. This is the fate that I'm choosing to take. Good night, my sweet prince. The theater is dark. The water has silenced the beat of the spark. Just a garland of lilies adrift in the stream. Waking at last from a beautiful dream. The fate of a fleeter, floating in waves. standing in the kitchen with the gift I try to give, looking for a reason or a way for us to live. I offered you the pieces, the jagged and the blue. I laid them on the table just to prove they're all for you. But you look at me with pity, and you look at me with fear, like I'm holding out a ghost that you don't want standing near. My pulse is like a hammer, but the rhythm's out of time. Since you decided that my love was some kind of heavy crime, I give you every secret, I give you every breath. I'd follow you through silence to the very edge of death. But your hands are in your pockets and your eyes are on the door, and I've never felt this hollow, this desperate before. 'Cause you don't want more, you just wanna be free. You don't want the version of the world that starts with me. It's too loud, it's too heavy, it's too much for you to hold. It's a fire that you're leaving out to shiver in the cold. I'm a map of a city where you ever wanna roam. I'm a heart that you no longer wanna call your home. No, you don't want my heart. You just want me to let go. I tried to make it smaller, I tried to keep it still, to fit inside the spaces of your changing, moving will. I hushed the way I loved you just to keep you in the room. But a flower cannot flourish in a garden built on gloom. Now I'm holding something beating, and it's bleeding through my sleeves, while I'm watching how the person that I worship simply leaves. You don't want the devotion, you don't want the scars, you just want a night sky without any of the stars. Is it too much to be wanted? Is it too much to be known? Or am I just a seed that you never should have sown? I'd bleed the silver dry just to see you smile again. But I'm realizing ours is just a story told in pen that you're ready to erase. 'Cause you don't want my heart, you just wanna be free. You don't want the version of the world that starts with me. It's too loud, it's too heavy, it's too much for you to hold. It's the fire that you're leaving out to shiver in the cold. I'm a map of a city that you know wrong. I'm a heart that you no longer wanna call your home. No, you don't want my heart. You just want me to let go. So I'll take it back, I guess, this heavy aching mess. I'll wrap it up in plastic and I'll put it on the shelf. Since you don't want my heart, I'll have to learn to keep it for myself.